Alright guys, welcome to the stream. We're going to be editing a kind of a throwback video. Oh, there's a hint as to what's coming up tomorrow. Speaking of which, I got to get the thumbnail done for that. But today on the stream, we're going to be editing a fun little blaster that I was able to get my hands on a while ago. Let's see here. We want to go in studio video. This is going to be for the Perseus. I'm pretty excited about it. Let's see, audio. We don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. We're not out on the range with that blaster. Audio. Alright, so we've got our audio files, we've got our video files. I think one of these is actually, yeah, that's just for the thumbnail. So let's go ahead and drop this in here. We want the overhead camera on the second layer. I've got, this is the outro and stuff like that, so we don't need to worry about that just yet. So the first thing I like to do is try and get this squared up. I usually go off of the lines in the table, although the table lines aren't exactly square. It's a pretty cheaply made table. But I like to get at least the first section squared up and make sure the pitch is right. I gotta adjust my pitch just a little bit because my camera wasn't squared up. So, that's close enough, and we'll just scooch it over that way. So we've got that squared away. So basically from here, I know I can zoom, cut. If I want to zoom in on something, I can cut here and be like, okay, I want this to be zoomed all the way in so we can see the box. But making sure that the overall view is consistent from start to finish. So that's that. This one, we want to make sure we are square. And I usually will go off of the edges of the two corners of the table. So I can hold on, make sure we're on the right layer here. So I usually zoom in, and I'm talking about can you see my mouse? Yeah, I'm talking about this corner here and then this corner over here. So I'll kind of scooch over until they're both kind of lined up. And then as far as framing goes, typically you want just a little bit of frame above the subject's head. At least that's what I like as far as style is concerned. So I will, right now I got my hat on funny, so I'll zoom in just a little bit, we'll bump it up a little bit, and then looks like color correction is actually pretty good, but let's take a look here. So white balance, there we go, that's much better. Alright, so there's that, so that should be pretty consistent throughout. The other thing we'll need to do is I usually go off the line on my table as far as horizon line. So if you pull the frame up, you can see that it's slightly tilted a little bit, so we can rotate it just ever so slightly, just like that maybe, and then we'll bump it back up. There. We want to try to find a spot where I'm kind of sitting up. I have a horrible habit of not sitting up straight. So that looks pretty good. Okay, so now that we've got, actually since this is a larger blaster, we'll probably zoom out just a little bit so you can get more of the table. Oh, come on. Why is this not zooming? There it goes. I'll zoom out just a little bit. We don't have much room to work with. There we go. You can see the edges of the table. That's not too bad. All right, so we've got both of our audio files here, and then we go into our audio settings. So my recorder that I use is the Tascam DR10L. I use these for my weddings. I've got a few of them. They're actually really nice, and to be honest with you, they just came out with a version 2 of it, which made these go on sale. The version 2 is obviously much better because they improved a bunch of features that's included there, and then also improved added some more features. But these are still really good for like recording locally. They don't transmit or anything like that, which is nice. The only downside is you have to line up your audio and post, but it does give you 2 audio files, which is awesome. So you've got the main one here, and then the one that has the D at the end is kind of a lower decibel, and you can change how much lower in the settings of the recorder. So for me, I use the lower decibel one in, I use that setting for like weddings and stuff like that. So like if like one of the groomsmen like giving a speech like talks really loud all of a sudden, I've got like kind of like a backup where it's not clipping and stuff like that. So yeah. You just got a Percy's or backlog that deep? No, this is actually, no, I just got a Percy's. Actually, last year I bought it, and it was for a project that I wanted to do. But holding on to the blaster for about 6 months, I was like, you know what? No, let's just go ahead and unbox it. I'll redo that project. It's not blaster specific. But the project is still kind of in its infancy stages, and it's one of those projects. It's one of those things where it's an idea where you shoot it once, and you know you're like, well, I really should have like storyboarded this out a little bit better because it's more of a longer video. But actually filming it once and then bringing it to the editing table, I was like, okay, there's a couple things that I don't like about what I've done. I obviously can't reshoot it because there's like certain like aspects of this project that it's like a one and done type of thing. So I was like, you know what, let's just go ahead and unbox it. I've never had a Percy's before. I've never shot one. And I was just like, this will be fun. We'll just unbox it and call it like a, you know, I don't think I'm actually going to review it or anything like that, but we'll do like an unboxing video. Maybe we'll do a mod video for it. Get like the Autodarts hopper, convert it to LiPo. I'm not really sure what other mods they have for it between that. I mean, upgrading the flywheels maybe? I don't know if people are doing that. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for stopping in, Chalk Eater. I appreciate it. So this is how I typically will start my like studio shots, just to make sure I get the audio right. Is I will line up. So this one right here. This is my DR10L. This one is Cam A, and this is overhead. So we need to get the audio synced up here, and what I do is I clap 3 times. You can see these like spikes right here. So I lined those up to get the best kind of sequence, if you will. So we've got to stretch this out. So there's the 3 spikes. And overhead's not nearly as important to get it exactly lined up. Definitely face cam and or camera A in the audio is the best one. Typically I see that there's a difference in shooting or something like that. The audio isn't quite line up, but that doesn't matter as much because it's just going to be muted. So what we're looking for is just to make sure it sounds right. So I'll clip, there we go, and boop. So then we'll try it again. 1, 2, that's pretty good. Then we gotta turn the stereo on for the audio so that it's coming out both speakers. And then let's see, so
Quite a while ago.
I get this in one take? Oh my gosh, I think I did. Usually there's like 3 or 4 of like this section right here where it's like I'll start and I'm like, but what am I reviewing? What is it again? Yeah, it looks like I did. Okay, sweet. Alright, so we just come in here and we clip off the beginning parts because we don't want that. And start us out.
Quite a while ago from Ollie's over by one of our malls here in Central Ohio. And yeah, I got it for $40. So not too bad of a price. This blaster, I believe, what's her name on the
Just watched a review of the Siren Blink. Finally released. It's done the best of the 3 so far. 180 S out of the 180 FPS out of the box for $90. That's not bad. Yeah, I saw. Was it Gims Mods? I think I saw that when I was starting to go live. I did see it. I'll have to check it out. I was a little reluctant to jump on the Siren bandwagon, and I'm kind of glad I am. I did. I'll probably end up picking some up off of Target's website for review because I am interested, not so much in the pistol, but in the Mauler. I'm definitely interested in, and then also, like you said, the Blink. Those are 2 that I'll probably end up picking up, just for review purposes. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Their darts are the other thing that I'm interested in too. I want to get some of those to test out. Even the propylene one, I can't even pronounce it. The ones that are like the dragon darts or whatever. Not the foam ones, but I want to get those ones. Even though they're stupid expensive, I think it's like $10 for 20 darts or something like that. That's a little ridiculous. But I'll drop $10 and get a set and just to test them out and see what's up. But I did like the darts, like the dragon darts that came with the unicorn. I really enjoyed those. I like the suction cups ones. Those that took me back. Having suction cup darts. I haven't had suction cup darts since I was a kid, and when I saw that those came with that thing, I was like, oh yeah, we're doing this. This is what we're doing tonight. And just shooting them all over the windows, the walls. We've got a couple like sliding doors or whatever in our house, so there were just suction darts everywhere. I would love to be able to find some more of those. Those are a lot of fun. Yeah, probably holiday season and get them on sale. I might pick one up now just to make sure, just to test it out, and then wait for a sale to come out. Because Target's usually pretty good about putting their stuff on sale. You gotta be watching their website, but yeah, for sure. Ooh, I didn't get footage. Oops.
Maybe we'll look at like an upgrade or something like that. But I know there's some really sick hoppers that you can get for this thing. I'm already taking the liberty of printing a couple versions of it. First version,
Here it is. I got 2 of the 3 printed, but it's not going together very well. But yeah, I'll probably end up just buying the one from Out of Darts because I know it's a high quality. This one is kind of janky.
But nevertheless, we'll do an upgrade for the battery.
It's all coming back to me. I think I've said all this already.
So fast that you empty up to 8 rounds per second. You empty the hopper in like a matter of seconds. It does come with.
Alright, so I probably should be paying attention here. So when I'm pointing at the box, I'll usually flip on. Oops, we got to do Go overhead. What? What is this? What is going on here? Hold up. Something's not right. Oh, hold up. There we go. Recenter that. There we go. Alright, so now we can mute that.
It's got high capacity, which I think it comes with 50 rounds. So I think it's a 50 round hopper. I think.
I don't know, maybe. So, since I'm kind of showcasing the box, we'll zoom in. Let's see. Let's break it up a little bit more. Alright, so with this section, we can go down a little bit. So this is why you want to, when you're shooting like an overhead shot, you always want to be zoomed out as much as you can. Not too far, obviously, because you want to get, a decent amount of detail. So if you zoom in, you can actually get, some of the stuff on screen. So it looks like you're kind of like right there. All right.
It shot so fast that you emptied up to 8 rounds per second. You emptied the hopper in like a matter of seconds. It does come with a rechargeable battery. It's got high capacity, which I think it comes with 50 rounds. So I think it's a 50 round hopper. I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. But yeah, let's go ahead and open it up and have some fun. And take this thing on the range and see how she goes.
We won't be able to finish this video today because clearly I said I was going to take it on the range. Never did, so oops.
And it's broken.
Guess what I'm going to be doing tomorrow on my lunch?
I purchased this, like I said, quite a while ago. Actually, I purchased this last year, during Christmas time. And I was originally doing a project with it. I had a video series lined up, and I was just like, you know what, it's been so long since I purchased this thing. We're just gonna go end up and.
So as you're pulling it out from the box, overhead, money shot.
We're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna nix the series, but we're going to reshoot some of that. And I didn't want to be disingenuous with the series, so we're just gonna go ahead and open it up. I didn't want it to sit in its cage and. We got a family event coming up this weekend. I'm like, you know what? We're gonna break this out.
Yeah, so we had our family Nerf war. We usually do 2 Nerf wars a year in my parents' backyard. We usually have about there's usually about 12 people that play, 12 to 15 people that play, and it's a range from my middle child, which is now 8, all the way up to my aunt who is into her 50. She's into her 50. I think she's between late 50s, and she plays with us. Well, I wanted to get my mom out to play. My dad plays with us. He runs a Nexus, and I wanted to get something out that my mom could play with. So I was like, we're gonna put the Percy's in her hand, and she absolutely loved it. We played this game where her and my dad were in the center of the field, and everybody else didn't have blasters, and the game was basically kind of like a Red Rover type of game where they were in the center and you were basically just trying to run from one spawn to the other spawn, and everybody had 3 bandanas. You would drop 1 bandana off if you made it across and then go back to your respawn. If you got hit, then you walked back and respawned. But the object of the game was whichever team had the most bandanas on the other team's spawn by the time time ran out, won the game. And basically my mom and dad were in the center just kind of pegging people as they'd run by and all that stuff. She really enjoyed this. So I think once we get the hopper put on there, she'll just die. It was a lot of fun.
Got
genuine old school Nerf rival. Let's go back to the top view.
There's the black. In all its glory.
Let's we'll go ahead and zoom in on this. Come on, get in there. There we go. Reframe. Go back to the beginning here before the cut.
Information there, and then there's the blaster. In all its glory.
I was really excited to open this up. Like, Juggernaut domination. Yep.
Down here. Break this out here. Nope, cutting.
We'll keep going with this here.
I don't think you can actually buy replacement batteries for this.
I don't know that to be true. Actually, let's. So if I know that I need to check something, like fact check something, I'll usually put a red marker on the timeline or whatever. Or I'm sorry, not on the timeline, because sometimes the stuff moves around. I will put it on the frame. That way I know, hey, we need to go back and check something, and I will actually double check that right now. Let's jump back and let's just check Amazon. See, Nerf rival Percy's battery pack. There was the worker extended battery tray. Ew, I don't know if you can buy the actual battery pack. We might have to. Looks like you can buy the one that goes in like the what is it, the Nemesis, I think, and like you can use it in the Hera. It doesn't look like you can actually buy it. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. We'll probably be converting it over to LiPo in a little bit anyway.
I don't think you can actually buy replacement batteries for this.
I should put text there. It says, nope, you can't. Unless it's, I mean, not on Amazon. Obviously, you could try somewhere else. I don't know if they actually, if Nerf sold them separately, if there was a third-party company that sold them. I don't know. We'll probably cut some of this out. There's no reason for you guys to see me opening up the recharger. Alright, so looks like I left to go plug in the go ahead and clear this out. Grab those and drag them down.
We'll look at the directions here in a second to see what its recommends are how long the plug is, their indicator. Had a red indicator light, so hopefully it's a solid one, so we'll see if it turns green or turns off when it's charged. This is exciting. I've never shot one of these before. I've never had one of these before. So I'm kind of excited to actually use this. Rival was one of the lines that got me back into the hobby, got me interested in the hobby. And then once I delved into the...
Okay, let's go back here and zoom back in. Come on. There it goes. Zoom in. There.
This is exciting. I've never shot one. And then once I delved into the fine world of short guards was pretty much all over for rival as far as like competition, but you know, backyard wars, these things rock. Absolutely. So this would be definitely.
Okay, so we're gonna flip the box over again. So we'll switch back here.
Welcome addition to our backyard wars. Oh man, this is nice. Fresh blaster. As someone says, never been stopped.
Cringe. So cringy. So we want to get my reaction here because it's here. It is a pretty big blaster. Like the box does not do like oversells it. Kind of like Dart Zone in their Venom. Like their initial Venom picture made the snout look a little bit shorter. Or longer rather. This is me trying to figure it out. Let's cut this, drop that. Now we'll come back here. We'll zoom in a little bit. As much as we can. There we go. It's the little things that make a difference. This is where I break the blaster that I just opened because I'm, you know, too good to read the instructions. Come on, Joe. Keep it in frame. There it is. So what we can do is we can do some editing magic. So rather than having you guys struggle, watching me struggle, I can take all that out and go here. And it shows me kind of putting my hand on there. And boop, pops it open. There we go. And then that, you know, that 10-15 seconds that I spent screwing around trying to figure out the jam door, you don't even know happened. Oh, editing magic.
Tell him now. Pretty new to this. Oh, there's the jam door. Okay, so there's your jam door. Push the button down and slides open. Close that. Safety.
Oh, showing something. Probably should switch to the overhead.
Safety.
Ambidextrous.
Battery goes. Yeah.
Alright, let's zoom in again here. Got a lot going, oh, not that much. Got a lot going on. And I haven't seemed to quite grasp the concept that I need to push the blaster forward. Alright. Bring that back because we talked about the sling mount. Oh, let's go back a little bit further.
Battery goes. Yeah. Front rail right here for foregrip. Awesome. So how do
I think I just pop it open. And we're like, oh. Nice. Alright, so zoom in. Oh no, I don't want to edit the whole thing. Nope, back up, back up. We gotta cut this. Hey, bud. So we want to zoom that in. Drag it down here just enough to where that's in frame.
So how does
Probably don't need to be that zoomed in. Maybe just a little bit out. There we go. That's better.
conveyor belt in there? Let's take a look at some instructions. See what it says about that battery. So it'll give you, assuming it fits 50 rounds, it'll give you just enough to fill it up once, which is classic Hasbro.
Classic Hasbro. Not so much anymore. Lately, they've been giving quite a bit more. Well, it depends on the blaster. Alright, so here's a place where we'll probably cut, because I end up reading some of these instructions.
So status light will flash 4 times the battery is first connected, which it did, and then charge LED status will glow steadily. Very cool. Okay. So keep an eye on that battery light. Let's see if all these fit in.
So we'll cut this, we'll leave this part in. Drop that back.
LED status will glow steadily when battery is charging. LED light will flash when the battery is fully charged. Battery is fully charged, plug in the charger, and very cool. Okay. So keep an eye on that battery light. Let's see if all these fit in there. Kind of curious. There's really no. This is why the hopper is such a vital upgrade. So it does not feel like very many rounds.
Let's give an overhead view here.
This is why the hopper is such a vital upgrade.
Oh, come on, Joe.
Very many.
Man. Gotta remember, I did not do well framing this. I even pushed it forward a little bit right there.
So it does not feel like very many rounds. Shape getting all the way down there. It's tight. They really tight. They really line up perfect. Okay. That's it. Rick. They really
Yeah, that's not worth showing.
line up perfect. Okay. That's it right there. 50 round capacity. Hop it out. Oh, there's That's pretty sweet. Cool. All right. Well, let's just wait for the battery to charge, take this thing outside, and fun.
Alright, so close that up. Just like that. File save. And boom, there's our kind of intro.
Hey guys,
So then what I'll do is, since I've got that all cut, everything's good, go through and make sure there's no no issues or whatever, like red marks or whatever. We know that one was when I said, oh, you can't buy the battery. Yeah, you can't buy the battery on Amazon, so we'll just let that slide. We don't do an on-screen edit. So there's that, and then we'll do, I guess I need to do an outro too. So what I'll end up doing then is we'll save this. I won't export it. We'll just let this go. I'll make myself a note, and I make myself a note that I need to do an outro, and then I also need to do range footage. So for this one, we'll probably just grab a bunch of rival rounds, whether they're probably from the used bucket, since it's not like for review. I try to keep my used. I do keep my used and my new ammo separated, so I only use new ammo for my reviews. Things like this where I'm just out plinking or whatever, it's just a general unboxing. I'll end up using either a mixture of new and used ammo, but yeah, I think for this one, we'll just end up throwing in a bunch of different kinds of ammo and shooting it through there. So we'll get that, and then we'll edit the range footage, which will end up just being kind of like just plinking and stuff like that. And then we'll put together an outro, and yeah, and then this is my outro screen here. It's gonna look kind of funky because it doesn't have the correct stuff. So basically, I'll have like, think of like, here, we'll do this. So we'll go here on link, copy. So what it'll look like is, bring this up here, and we'll crop in. So pretend like this is the outro or whatever. Obviously it's not, but so we'll bring this in. I usually zoom myself in a little bit since it's just me, and the blaster is usually in my hands. Drop the opacity down a little bit, and then kind of line up. Try to get center with that red box behind it. I don't know if you can see that very well. But we'll bring the left crop in just like that, and then we'll bring the right crop in just like that. Top crop will come in just a little bit, give us a little bit of frame from the background. And the bottom, boop, just like that. Bring that back up to 100, and then we'll get rid of the missing blank so you can't see it anymore anyway. But so we'll have that one like that. Obviously I'll have the audio that goes with this, but usually what I'll do is I'll have like a what's next video or whatever here, like what's releasing like next week, and then the top section I leave for a button that's like for a video that's already out. So like another rival blaster, another unboxing, or another review or whatever, or if I do a throwback video, I'll put that, something that's kind of relevant to what you just watched. And that's a clickable link, so you can tap on it on your phone or click on your browser and it'll take you to that video. And this is just a quick, like, I don't know, I think it's 15 to 25 second outro. So it'll fade from the full screen to this, and then I think I've got the music in the background. No, I don't. That's weird. Huh. Yeah, I've got, where is it? It's gonna be really loud. So I've got that type of music playing. It'll be pretty low. Yeah, I think it's just this last like outro part that I use. I'll have to go back to my other video, get it. Yeah, so it's something like this. And then just fades to black. So check out 20-volt DeWalt drill battery mods for the Perseus, Nemesis, and Prometheus. Huh, I will have to check that out. I might actually have a few of those, to be honest with you. Oh, I don't know if I've got DeWalt ones. I'll have to check that out. But yeah, so that's the process for my wrap up. So we'll do that with actual footage. So the only thing left to do here is range footage, outro, and then I always do my color correction, all that stuff before I start editing. So at that point, you just click on that and then let it run the entire length or whatever. Obviously, you got to push it forward, save it, render it, and then you got to finish up with the thumbnail. So it's a little bit of work to do on this video, but yeah. So we'll try and get this one done this week, so it'll be out next week. But I've got a couple other videos that I'm looking forward to getting in front of you guys. I've got the BK1S unboxing tomorrow. And then we have a look inside the Striker 2.0. That's coming up. And then also a upgrade video for both the BK1S and the Striker. My son ordered a bunch of parts for his Striker. We're going to extend the barrel. We've got barrel collet from Red Coal or whatever his name is. I'm not sure. Got the barrel collet. He ordered a Gavin Fuzzy B-car. Whole bunch of good stuff. He wants to do a paint job. Something about a Fortnite blaster or Fortnite gun. He wants to paint it up. I think it's a DMR of some sort. I don't know. It's white and gold and black. So I told him as long as there's some orange on there, that I think we're gonna make. I think he ordered a gold tip for the Gavin Fuzzy, so we'll see. But yeah, that's what we've got to look forward to. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I know this is kind of a short one, but yeah, next week. Let's see here. Next week, what do we have on Tuesday? I'm hoping to have. We'll have the unboxing for the BK1S tomorrow. That's releasing. Maybe we'll do like range footage or something like that for the BK review, because I want to get that shot. It's been raining literally all day, so I didn't get to go outside and shoot like I wanted to. Yeah, maybe next week we'll do part of the review, and maybe we'll focus on the range footage and how I do that. I think that's what we'll do. So stay tuned for that, guys. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Make sure you get subscribed if you're not. And we'll catch you guys next Tuesday for another stream. Thanks.